bite burgers, but the first bite is always the best bite. I made it down to Chicago, Illinois. I promise you guys I will be coming down here pretty soon. I'm at Top Notch Beef Burgers in Chicago, Illinois. I'm gonna be rating their basic cheeseburgers for you guys real quick. The staff did not know what beef ratio to use, so maybe I can do a little more research after. You guys stay tuned for my after action review. I can do a little more research on it. They didn't know what type of bun it was. It just looked like your average bun. I wouldn't say it's potato or definitely not brioche at all as well. It's almost like a bar burger, kind of like a build your own hamburger. I got lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles. Definitely always got to get American cheese on it. It's a thin patty. I don't know if you can get a zoom in on the presentation. So it's just your average oval shaped plate that you got going on here. The fries are hot and crispy. And like I say, it's kind of like a build your own, kind of like how a lot of bars, mom and pop shops do their bar burgers here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dress this up. I mean, you know, I'm gonna just squeeze a little bit of mayo on here and rub on. Go ahead and pile all this stuff on here. Slide that on there. Alright, so I mean, just from me building it, I mean, it's looking pretty good. It's a pretty thin patty. I got a 1/4 pound patty. I didn't get the 1/2 pound because I'm gonna be smashing more hamburgers. I don't want to do too much. But here we go. Let's dig right into this thing, man. Y'all know what time it is. First bite's the best bite. Here we go. I do like it. I thought I was gonna be kind of disappointed, but it is pretty good, man. What's standing out first is that American cheese, and then whatever kind of beef they use, and that's standing out pretty good as well. I like that combined with that. I love the raw onions. If you guys might like grilled onions, but the raw onions and the pickles, everything marries together pretty good, man. I am liking this hamburger quite a bit. Oh yeah, almost got like a Five Guys burgers and fries taste to it as well. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm damn liking this hamburger. So you guys stay tuned for my after action review. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see y'all next time. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? I'm still in Chicago. I'm in another area, a couple minutes from downtown. It's called the Steppers Fest, man. It's just about as good as the Taste Fest they got going on downtown. But I'm here to rate a hamburger that I ate at Top Notch Beef Burgers. The first bite was good. I did like the first bite, but after that, it lost steam pretty fast for me overall. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs down on this hamburger. First off, the staff did not know what the hamburger was all about. I mean, if you have an award-winning establishment or restaurant, you should know what your hamburger is all about, or at least even the manager. She even went back and asked the manager and staff, and they didn't know the beef blend that they use. She actually told me when I asked her, I said, hey, what type of beef blend do you guys use? She said it was from a cow that they cut up. So, a cow you cut up, well, yeah, that's pretty obvious. But, you know, and then also, I mean, the environment, you know, it's pretty old environment. It was very dull, very boring looking in there. You know, that's another thing I didn't like about it. And it lost steam through the hamburger pretty quick. I mean, there was nothing special about it. It's just your average. What I also have to say about this restaurant in respect to its history, a lot of hamburger joints you'll find, I mean, it can go back to your childhood and what you were raised eating and that type of hamburger, the first hamburger you've ever eaten. I mean, we get something like McDonald's or Burger King. We all have our choice, or maybe Wendy's. We all have our choice from childhood, just from history and eating it all the time, what type of hamburger you like or what taste you have. And I would have to say with Top Notch hamburgers that it does have a lot of history. So if you lived in that neighborhood and you grew up in that neighborhood, maybe you ate that cheeseburger at that time in that era, because this place is like decades old.
And that time in that era, that hamburger was probably like the thumbs up, the award-winning hamburger. But in today's day and age, the bar is set so high to eat a good quality hamburger. This hamburger is just not cutting it. It's not getting the taste. It's not holding steam all the way through. I think they need to try and maybe switch it up and do something a little different to enhance their hamburger, or come up with, you know, something on their menu. But that hamburger was just an average hamburger. If you're in Detroit, I mean, well, not Detroit. If you are in, if you're in Chicago and you're looking for a really good hamburger, that I'm not gonna recommend, man. But if you lived in that neighborhood and you want to experience that era, that culture, and what was the hamburger back in that day, then yeah, you can go ahead and try that hamburger. But with all due respect to the restaurant and the establishment itself, you know, I do respect the history and I do respect the culture of it all. You know, they even had a lot of pictures hanging up on the wall. There's just no updates to the place or nothing like that. So, but the hamburger itself, they didn't know what type of bun it was. I mean, the toppings were fresh, I'll give it that. But definitely it lost steam. Is going to be a thumbs down for me. For Top Notch Burgers in Chicago. Y'all stay tuned for my next review. I'm in Chicago having a good time, man. Tasting hamburgers, smashing as many as I can. You guys stay tuned for my next Chicago review. I got more hamburgers I'm gonna smash. I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Switching lanes.